the four-legged income method. Hey there, moneymakers! Now when you saw this title, the first thing you probably asked yourself was, what do they mean by four-legged? You also probably were wondering if money had developed four legs. I'm just kidding, guys. Most billionaires actually apply this four-legged income method in their lives. Some of them even use 7 methods. So don't worry, guys, you'd understand as we progress further in the video. In this video, we will tell you the methods rich people use to keep their financial lives buoyant and get themselves anything they want. So sit back and enjoy. Please note this video is not created to make you feel bad, but to help you see the importance of more than one income method and take you to that place where you don't have to worry about bills anymore. This is Wealthy Fact, where you come to watch, execute, and get wealthy. Please make sure to subscribe to our channel and give us a thumbs up. Now what I mean when I use the term four-legged is simple. I'm simply referring to more than one income method. Think of it as a stool. The stool's surface is where you are, and each leg is an income method. If one leg breaks, you'd still be okay. If 2 break, you'd be fine. It is very unlikely that 3 out of 4 legs always break. But if you only have one leg, which is one source of income, if that messes up, then it's going to be a problem. Most billionaires like Bill Gates and Elon Musk always have more than one source of income. Now that said, let's take a closer look at each income method and address them, alongside the reasons you should have more than one income method. So keep watching though. Number 1, the one-legged lamp. Most people fall into this category, and there is a chance you belong to this category too. This one-legged method, or let me say plan, is actually the most dangerous. Now I want you guys to open your imaginative minds because I'm about to take you on a journey with the powers of your imagination. Now imagine a lamp and a tiny version of a man right on the tippy top of the lamp. Now the single leg the lamp has is his income method. It could be a single paycheck, whereas his retirement money is tied up somewhere he has no access to until retirement. Not cool, right? This situation is the most unstable of all. It is so unstable, it's like putting all your eggs in one basket and trying to balance the basket on a cliff edge. It takes little or no effort to knock over the lamp, which will be a problem for such an individual. The best financial plans have at least 3 sources of income. Number 2, the two-legged method. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. This is slightly better than the one-legged lamp. Now let's go back to the one-legged lamp person. Instead of investing all his money into irrelevant things, he puts some of the cash in a side business. For example, he opens a pizza joint. I'm not exactly saying you should go ahead and open a pizza joint, it's just an illustration. Now, unlike the lamp, a regular breeze will not just topple this one over. However, a terrible whirlwind like the pandemic could definitely destroy an individual because a lot of people lose their jobs and a lot of businesses end up failing during this time. Now this person will lose his job and could run into a lot of expenses as time goes on. Number 3, the three-legged method. This one is kind of stable, but not exactly. Now guys, you're going to have to imagine again, so open your minds and let's go on another journey. Imagine a 3-legged chair. Okay, now that's kind of weird because chairs have mostly 4 legs. But imagine a 3-legged chair and a tiny man right in the center of the chair, and each leg is an income method. If our previous guy in the two-legged method adds one more source of income, let's say an online business like cryptocurrency, he will be creating a more solid foundation to stand on. Now I don't think there's any wind that can blow that over, but boy, I've seen some pretty stubborn winds. One of the income methods could still go the wrong way, which will leave our tiny man with a weak foundation. Number 4, the event table. Now this is what I'm talking about. The big one, the sturdy one, the one that hardly breaks or falls victim to any economic wind. I compared this four-legged method to an event table because event tables are usually large and can carry a lot of weight, or let me say a lot of delicious food. Now let's go back to our tiny man in the previous methods. Now imagine he adds a side hustle to those income methods, be it graphic design, web design, real estate, it could be anything. The table will stand completely. Now let's go over them all. First leg, monthly salary. Second leg, pizza joint. Third leg, cryptocurrency. Fourth leg, side hustle. If one leg gets cut off, the weight will still remain distributed and the table will still stand, which gives the individual enough time to recover the damaged business. It is a truly wonderful plan. Now at the beginning of this video, I told you guys I was going to be telling you the reasons you should have more than one income method. If you've noticed, we have only addressed the different income methods, but not the reasons of the advantages. So here we go. Number 1, it will be easier to take risks. Can you imagine it? Can you picture it? Most people take risks with little or no money with them, knowing fully well that if it doesn't work out or if things go south, they lose a lot of money and end up being broke. But just imagine you have 4 sources of income which are paying well and you want to risk putting away a bit of money into an investment. You could easily do that, knowing fully well you'd be okay if things go south. You could easily say things like, well, I just lost my investment, but I'm okay. Risk-taking is a lot more interesting when you can easily recover the cash in no time. Number 2, you can avoid being in debt. There is nothing sweeter than living a debt-free life. No grumpy man or grumpy agency reminding you of how much left you have to pay till you can be free of them. The more cash you have, the faster you can pay your loans and even buy a lot of miscellaneous things alongside. Having more than one income stream can help you with this. Striving to have multiple income sources get you in the right mindset to earn more. Number 3, you'd have more money. Now this one is a bit direct, but the reason you're watching this video is to find out what the four-legged income method is and its advantages. So basically, you're learning how to make more cash. Having more money can not only help you reach your goals easier, but also help you live a life of comfort. Just think of the advantages having a lot of money has. You could always get that house, invest in that business, and even buy those cars. It's the dream life. Number 4, you'd be able to pursue your passion. Do you want to be a musician, mechanic, writer, actor, or even a travel agent, but for some reasons you can't because you're stuck with a 9-to-5 job? I know how that feels, working from morning to evening just to pay bills and being too tired to write that song or rehearse those lines because of that job. Well, if you have enough sources of income, you'd not only be able to pursue your passion, but also you'd be able to keep doing what you love even if you were making no money from it. Just imagine doing what you love without having to worry about bills. It's almost like being a child again. Number 5, joblessness. You're fired. No one wants to hear those words. But imagine someone tells you that you're fired and you can't hold your laughter in. The only reason you should feel bad if you get fired is if you really love your job or if you have nothing to fall back on. Having other sources of income can help you deal with job loss. It really goes a long way. Number 6, you'd be financially secure. If you use one of your income methods to pay your bills like rent and all that, you could always invest money using your other income methods or even save some of the cash and use it whenever you want. Instead of taking loans from the bank, you take loans from yourself. Sounds good, right? Number 7, it improves creativity. Now you might ask yourself, how does having more than one source of income improve my creativity? Let me answer that question. Running a business in general requires a lot of creativity. Now imagine you get 1 point for running one business. What happens if you run about 4 businesses? More businesses mean more creativity. Your brain gets exercised more, which is always a good thing. Number 8, you earn more than you spend. Your goal is to make more money and become as financially stable as possible, right? Well, if you are too busy working on multiple businesses, you probably won't have the time to spend the money earned or go on a shopping spree, which means more money in the bank and more money saved. Even though they are side businesses, they aren't going to run themselves, believe me, you will be kept busy. Number 9, no worries about retirement. Most people begin to worry about retirement even before they reach old age because some of them will be out of jobs when they retire. Having more than one source of income will not only keep you at peace, but also you'd be able to retire at your own time at any age you want. You'd be your own boss. So this concludes the video. We hope you enjoyed the list of things we provided and hope it helps you in seeing the importance of having more than one income method. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and give us a thumbs up. And what do you think about having 10 sources of income? Leave your answers in the comment section below.